A user-defined feature is a set of features that you may create often, and therefore you define them as a single feature to add. This can be a great time saver when modeling the features as repetitive. The tools for creating, managing, and inserting user-defined features, or UDFs for short, are located in the Developer tab, User-Defined Group, which displays as a drop-down. Before defining a UDF, I'll zoom into the feature as a snapshot will be taken. It's this boss here. Now I'll select Wizard from the User-Defined Feature group. The first page of the wizard displays with a wireframe snapshot. UDFs do use some legacy methods but remain very useful as a modeling practice. The library option is currently set to no library. You don't need to select a library, but then only you will be able to access the UDF. You may consider having your system administrator configure a library so that others in the group can also use it. Refer to the previous document in this course. For this demonstration, I'll select the metric library. Enter a name for it and a part file name. Help page is optional and can be either a web page or simply a text file. Click Next and then select the features to include. I'll select the boss, chamfer, this whole, and draft feature, then click Add Feature. Click Next, and then the parameters for each feature display. Select the ones you'd like to define when inserting this UDF. I'll select the expressions I want and click Add Expression. The name of each parameter also displays, and you can change any of them by selecting the expression, entering a new name, and pressing Enter. I'll rename the diameter and angle parameters to distinguish between the boss and whole. The Expression Rules radio option allows you to restrict inputs for each parameter. For the boss diameter, I'll select By Options, specify the available options, pressing Enter after each, and then click Done. This will display a drop-down with the values on the UDF's dialog. For the boss taper, I'll activate By Number Range and specify a minimum and maximum value. This will display a text box and slider and restrict the input to the defined range. For the rest of the parameters, I'll leave them set to None, and a text box will display allowing any value. Click Next and the necessary references display, in this case a plane and edge reference. You can rename them or remove them if they are not necessary. I'll select the plane, which is the face on which the boss is created, and rename it so it makes sense when creating the UDF. The edge is the edge for the chamfer, which is the top of the boss, so it doesn't need to be defined. I'll remove it. Click Next and a summary displays. Review it and click Finish to add the UDF.